Welcome to Karaoke Wine with Jules and Tessa.
Welcome.
Hi.
Karaoke Wine.
Yes, it feels like forever.
It has been quite a minute. Yeah. We took a little hiatus for the month of May. Actually, cheers. Before we start yelling at everybody. We have a lot of things going on.
Well, I think that's what is interesting about what we're going to talk about today, because I think just in our group in general, the girls, I mean, we're about, 6 of us, 7 of us on a group chat.
Yeah.
On any given moment. Right?
True.
Because everyone has their own lives and has, travel arrangements or whatever. But lately, a lot going on within the group. And it just so happened that I came across an Instagram handle that we're both following, Women On Topp.
Yes,
with
such
2
a good
P's
one.
at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And they came out with an article on their blog.
Yep.
And basically it talks about women relationships just kind of fizzling off.
Yeah.
And it talks about certain reasons why it could fizzle off and that women just don't talk about it.
Right.
And I think it's interesting because of what's going on in our female group at this moment. Not to say like there's any trials and tribulations in the group, but if we're not texting like, hey, happy Monday or happy Tuesday, we're really not talking to each other.
I guess I agree with that. I'm going to be if you follow me personally and if you've listened to us at all this year, I have been isolating by myself and a good lonely. And we'll get into that because I think I have a lot to say on this subject.
Yeah.
We also, this is the second time I've gone through a phase like this with a group of girls. My first time, outside of high school, I should say. My first time was in Chicago. We had this huge group of girls, very similar to what we're doing. We all went out. At this point, all of those women are now married and have kids for the most part outside of me. Weird. And we're all still, one of the girls, Erin, she is still my esthetician. I still buy all my skincare from her from Chicago. I bought from her.
Pause.
Yeah.
Is this the group where you were at brunch and you were the only one drinking because they all were pregnant at the same time?
So yeah, funny story about that. Lauren, one of my really good friends, she is from the Chicago crew, but no, during that time it was Chelsea, Lauren, and my sister. I call her my sister-in-law. It's my cousin's wife, Kelsey. I would get her in the divorce. Anyone can have him, honestly. No, Smolton, I love you. But she was they were all pregnant, and they all had babies around the same time.
Yeah.
So Chelsea had Grace in October, and then Liam. And oh my gosh, what's Lauren's daughter's name?
Oh, she's gonna kill you.
Yeah, she is gonna kill me. Well, I want to say
it's because she's sick.
You guys, my brain is not working.
Yeah.
No, it's a really. She's a really pretty name. I want to say it's something. Watch, it's like Juliana. I'd die. Anyway, they had all their babies back to back, but no, I went and everyone was like, "Oh, whoopsies, we're pregnant," and I was like, "Fuck you guys." So I'm like.
I remember that.
Yeah. No, but this was a different group in Chicago. And then we all kind of went our separate ways. Jess and I obviously are still extremely close. Mm-hmm. Lauren and I are still really close. Erin, I obviously still talk to. But the other girls, nothing really happened.
Yeah.
It just happened.
All right. So let me read off a little intro to this article. And the title says, "The real reason female friendships break down at exactly the same point every time."
Yeah.
It says, "There's a moment most women can pinpoint with uncomfortable precision. A friendship that felt like home suddenly feels like a performance. The texts get shorter, the plans get vaguer, and then almost ceremonially it ends, not with a fight, but with a slow fade that sometimes hurts more than a blow-up ever would. We blame busy schedules, distance, growing apart, but those are the symptoms, not the diagnosis. This article says the real reason is this: female friendships often don't survive a woman's upgrade.
Okay.
All right. So it says every close friendship is built on a mutual narrative, a shared understanding of who you both are. One's the fun one, one's the sensible one. You're both figuring it out together. You bond over the same wounds, the same limitations, the same jokes about your lives. And then one changes. Someone gets a promotion, toxic relationship, someone gets a baby, a marriage, like all these like life things.
I mean, I've survived. All of my friendships go so deep. I mean, in my entire life, I'm still the only one that's not married or has kids. And I have one other girlfriend who is in Chicago still, and her and I have been friends since Dallas, but she's the only other person I can think of that I've had a long-standing relationship with that is single like I am, or has been very career focused. But I've never, I guess it depends on how you see the word upgrade as well. Like maybe it's
That's
an
good.
upgrade for your own life, but not for the friend. I mean, you and I are very similar in this aspect. We've been friends with so many walks of life with different people. When it comes to what the fuck?
Yeah, he was around me too.
Oh my God. They literally just texted me to like, hey, we're coming to spray the interior of your apartment. I was like, thank fucking God. But what I was saying is, you and I have always been friends with people in different walks of life. We've never been just with the 20-year-olds, just with the 30-year-olds, just with the 40-year-olds as we've aged. Even when we were teenagers, we had friends that were much older than us. Even when we were in our 20s, we had people who were much older than us or much younger than us. So I think our, not tolerance, I want to say, for sticking through on relationships, but maybe we have a little bit more grace because we don't have unrealistic expectations of friendships, I don't think.
Yeah, I think, well, because I think it's been on my mind a little bit more now because there are so many changes going on in my life. And I do realize that, like you, I have been the friend that hasn't gotten married and hasn't had kids. So my flexibility is a lot better than, say, the friends that do have babies or got married. And now that my life is, in the next year or so, God willing, is going to change and look this, very different. And I think to myself, I'm like, okay, well, who's going to fucking put all the work into those relationships if I'm also not going to be able to like see, you know what I mean? Like, I've been the one driving to them. I've been the one, doing things. And if I can't drive to you, the fuck? So now I'm scared and I'm like, oh no, because I love it. Like, it's not saying like we don't love each other, you know what I mean? But like there is a fear factor going into like, what happens when life gets real. And this says like it's not based out of jealousy. It's just life happens. And I have friends that I legit, like, for example, I'm having dinner with a couple this weekend that I have not seen in years. But like through Facebook and through Instagram, I feel like I kind of know the gist of like how they've been going. Yeah. And I always text them like Happy Mother's Day, Merry Christmas, like I do touch points. But I'm pretty sure that when I see them this Saturday, it's going to be like no time has passed.
I also think that comes with maturing, though, because think about how many different places we have lived across the freaking United States. I also think that's why it makes us different than most people, because when I think about my core group of girls outside of... No, all of them have only lived in 2 other places since I've known them. Oh, wow. Yeah, and I've always moved. So I've always established and retained my relationships through FaceTime, through technology, even before it was a thing.
Yeah, I FaceTime all of my people.
Yeah, we are the same person. Like, we only are on FaceTime.
Like, if people don't FaceTime me, I'm like, where are you at? What are you doing? Why can't you be on video?
Oh, my God. So funny. Actually, to that situation, Chelsea texted me the other day, and we're going to talk about how I went through, like, this massive purge the last couple of weeks. But she texted me on Saturday, or she called me, and I was like, hello? And she was like, do you know where I'm at right now? And I was like, no. And she was like, I'm at your cousin's house. Why can't I see your location? And I was like, okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I was like, first of all, you know that I did this update on my phone. I went from over 1,200 contacts to 100.
What?
I deleted everything.
Are you coming to the Samsung side?
I thought about it, but no, I'm not. But I also deleted every single message from every single Apple device.
I do remember that.
Yes, I purged everything.
Yeah.
I purged everything because my phone wasn't working when we were recording. And so then I started to go through it to be thoughtful about it. I was like, fuck this. Like,
we lost a whole damn episode. A good episode, too.
Really good episode, you guys.
It's already going to be posted by the time this is out. But
my point is like, I've been going through this moment of I'm not holding on to the past at all. I know how I've shown up in my relationships. I know how I've showed up in my friendships. Bitch, I have fucking receipts, real ones, from flights, from shopping that I've done, everything. And
who are you talking to?
I'm talking to everybody in my life. I'm talking to
like
everybody.
There's someone specifically in your mind. You're like, I have receipts.
No, I'm talking to every single one of you motherfuckers, and you all know who you are, because I'm finally taking time back for myself. So like this article, my upgrade is for me. I've been upgrading for all y'all for the past fucking 20 years, and I'm like over it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that for you.
But I'm just saying, I have lost friendships in the last 2 years, and I'm not mad about it because I know how I show up as a friend.
Are they lost, or are they like this is the thing, like I think like losing a friendship is like someone something does happen.
No.
Or did you just wake up one day and like, not one day, because I think it was a gradual progression of like life just happens. You just wake up one day, you're like, wow, I haven't really talked to them in a long time, and like life's good.
No, the people in the last 2 years that I no longer speak to, I have no interest.
Okay.
Like even with some parts of my family, and I think this is where I'm at, and I'm feeling a little bit more passionate than normal.
Yeah.
Anytime my phone rings, or used to ring, and probably why I never get messages anymore or never get people calling me, it was, Tessa, I need something. And I am such a giver, and I'm such an investor. I was talking to my niece the other day, and she was laughing at me, and she was like, you're the person that people call and they're like, I stubbed my toe, and you're like, I just booked a flight, I'll be there. And I was like, my niece.
But you did that.
I did it.
I mean, I have my therapist in my head right now going like, you put yourself
100%.
in that situation where your friends do rely on you all the time. And then when you go, wait a minute, that's really not feeding me anymore, because I need to put myself first, and I need to do what I do to my friends to myself. You got to give your friends a little time to pivot.
Well, I have. I mean, I've been on this journey for since I turned 30. So I'm 37 now.
Yeah.
The last 2 years is when I just stopped engaging in any capacity or explaining myself. I used to have conversations.
Yeah.
But there are core people in my life.
But you do. You're good at explaining your boundaries, and then you give them one opportunity.
Yeah. I am great at having the conversation once.
You're like Eminem. You got one shot.
Yeah.
One opportunity.
Fucking Eminem up in this bitch. Don't get spaghetti. Okay. You know what I mean? Whenever the song goes. But my point in saying this is, I think as you get older, you can't be in give or take relationships anymore. If both people are equally invested, and it doesn't have to be daily, it doesn't have to be weekly. Every single person in my life right now that I know I can call and will be here in 3.2 seconds, who always shows up for me, who's always been there for me, it might be weeks, maybe sometimes months, that we don't actually get a conversation because of where they're at in their life and how busy I am. But the minute it happens, there's zero judgment.
Yeah.
There's zero like animosity towards that we haven't talked in forever moment.
I think that comes with just adulting. Because if I look at all of our friends right now in our group chat, like one's in South of France. Love that for them.
Yeah.
Like, hello.
Yeah.
The other one's like, traveling. No, I think 3 or 4 of the girls in our group chat right now are just like traveling,
yeah,
and living their best life. And then we have you, who has been hunkered down with corporate America, and you have some really big things coming up in the pipeline.
Yeah,
and then there's
they're mini, but
yeah. And then there's me, who is moving. Not only my mom, but I'm moving myself out of Miami, and I've lived there for 5 years. So it's just a lot. So like, even I was in therapy the other day, and I was like, I haven't seen my friends in like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And I was not complaining about it, but it was just saying to myself and to my fiance and to my therapist, like, listen, I haven't seen anyone for 6 weeks. Like, my life has been hunkered down, and rightfully so, dealing with like life. But then you realize, like, okay, well, I need to get a little bit back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's okay too.
Yeah. You and I have talked about this too on earlier podcasts, and I'm just going to say it for the sake of it. We did a lot last year. Okay. But we did a lot of the same things. And what it was overly expensive dinners and lots of alcohol. And I think all of us consciously in this girl group in Miami specifically, or South Florida, you should say, because we're all over.
Right.
We all made a decision that we're not going to do the same thing twice again. And I was the person who, Jules and I, like, very beginning of this year, I was like, bro, I'm not going out in Miami anymore. One, it's not even fun. It's so expensive. Yeah. And we've talked about this, but we went to Amazonico. We didn't even eat the food. And we both left with over $250 bills for cocktails. We were there for an hour.
I remember that night very vaguely. No, not vaguely.
No,
very
vividly.
Vividly, yes. Yeah. Thank you.
All of the girls that night were like, fuck this.
Because, and we're not bashing Amazonico in any possible way, but I'm going to just share my experience. And like, at my age, like, it just doesn't hit anymore. But, I did like the scenery, the food I didn't even have, but they said it was good.
They said it was okay.
Okay, like, but not for the price. You have to, it doesn't make sense. When we went upstairs to the club portion of it, that's when I was like, get me the fuck out. Yeah. First of all, the club has carpet. I don't know. It's not a lounge. It's a club. Then it was packed like sardines with like 20-year-olds. I'm paying $60 to get a drink. I'm fighting some twat that's like looking for her boyfriend just to cover a fucking bill. Then the fog machines turn on and I can't fucking breathe. That's probably why you're sick right now. It's fucking fog machines.
Seriously, my gosh. But the funniest part too is we found this table where we like
it was outside the club.
It was it was down in the lounge area. Yes. But they had this rope. They had this like quote unquote VIP area where nobody was sitting, like nobody was over there. And we took the table that was closest to the rope. And the guy for 2.2 seconds thought that he could tell us we could not be there. And I was like, listen, we are elders. Okay. We're not going to stay.
Saw our face.
Yeah. I was like, and then he saw the drinks that we were ordering and he's like, okay. And I was like, dude, we're here for cocktail. We're here for like a girl's dinner. We're all dressed to the nines. Yeah. Not going to lie. And I'm like, you're really about to tell me that we cannot
pick your battle, bro. It's not it.
And then I became best friends with him and the bartender and they gave us free drinks. So that being 100%.
Said, I just remember looking at you and saying,
we're done.
This is it. Yeah. I'm done. I happily hang the talon for the 20-year-olds to come into the bar, not know any better about what actual service is supposed to be like, and spend their money on it.
100%.
Like, it takes more for me living in LA, traveling all over the world, living in Miami for 20 some years. It's going to take a lot more than a fog machine to get me to say, oh my God, I would actually go back there.
1000%. And I want to put something into context. Okay. When I first moved here, Jules kidnapped me for the weekend.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. That was like the
best weekend. I literally.
Wait a minute. It was F1 weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a blasty blast, but I'm going to put this into context. Jules and I used to frequent the gays. And when you talk about no room standing in a bar, what was the club that we'd go to?
Twist.
Yes. Okay. Love the bartenders Twist. There. They loved us. We would dance our little fannies off, but literally you couldn't move. Her birthday was hosted at Mint that year. Okay. We had a table in the VIP section. We had how many people? 20 people?
Yeah.
20 people packed into the VIP section.
Well, that time I had 2 tables.
Yeah.
I'm balling.
Right. But Mint, again.
No, I'll always
Yes.
I'll always love Mint.
My point in saying this is we're talking about Amazonico, and it's a total Miami night scene. We are just not there anymore. Guaranteed, had it been a year or even 2 years earlier, it would have been a totally different situation. But the music was loud.
No, the music was the worst.
People were annoying, and we just, I think we just don't.
So back to our original content. We were there, and I think we both had the same kind of like, okay, this is the last night we're going to Miami, and since then we have told our other girlfriends like, hey, we love you, but like it's going to take a lot for us to like go to Miami, spend the money. You know, it has to be like a birthday or something.
No,
but
I'm not even going for a birthday.
I love her.
Yeah, I'm not. I will go to Delray because here's the thing. I will tell you, because one thing that I have been enjoying quite a bit. So I haven't stopped going out, FYI. I've been taking myself out on these like really nice dates.
She's dating herself.
I am dating myself and I'm having the best fucking time. Yeah. But I went to Timpano's. I just wanted a fucking dirty espresso martini.
That's what we're going Saturday.
Oh, I was like, can we go get one after this? Oh, should I have Pilates? Never mind. Oh my God, it sounded so good for a second. No, but I went. The bartender, Mia, love you, literally the best. She ordered everything for me. I had maybe 3, maybe 4. Don't quote me on that, you guys. Like, I know my heart is going to explode. The bill was $100. I had an appetizer, carpaccio, and I had a full-blown tableside pasta. I had 4 drinks. I think I even had asparagus too, like, because I got a vegetable, but I was like, I had the best time. Mm-hmm. I spent negative money. The food at Timpano's is fucking so good. And I'm like, there is no way anyone is getting my ass to Miami the rest of this year. No, not doing it.
I know. Even my birthday coming up is not in Miami.
Yeah. I mean, that's a first. But
I'm over it.
Yeah, but we're also doing a combo for you. And I kind of like what we're going to do because we're going to have a really nice dinner. We're going to all be together.
Yeah, 100%. But even for me, I was, I go to Miami. I have my nail girl. Right now, I am not going to stray away from her because she's so good. I have friends in Miami that, of course, I'm going to go down there and I'm going to see them. But there's going to eventually come a time be like, okay, well, you're going to also have to come to me. Like, I can't always go to you guys. Well, and there will be a conversation.
Well, yeah. And I think, too.
It's not just like, you're not mad.
No.
I'm not mad. There's like, we even have had a break where we don't text or call each other every single day. And the thing that's great about us is that we have girlfriends in our girl group and they haven't seen her or text her or whatever. Tessa's gone missing. They come to me and I'm like, I don't fucking know where she is. I know she's alive.
No, it's so funny. Actually, the last time we were
the magic question is like, have you talked to Tessa?
Yeah. Have you talked to her? Is she there? Is she alive? Well, the funniest thing, too, is the last time we all were getting together, I had confirmed that I was going to be there. And then the night before, I did a spontaneous thing and booked a flight to leave. And everyone saw it on my story. And everyone was like, is Tessa not coming to the pool day tomorrow? Like, and I called Jules and I'm like, I'm at the airport. Like,
I mean, I knew.
Yeah, I was like, I just got a wild hair. And she was like, are you fucking serious right now? And I was like, yeah, I'm already here, like, figuring it out. The flight ended up getting canceled, but when I showed up the next day, everybody was like, we haven't fucking seen you. And I was like, unless it's a reservation.
I wasn't mad about it. I was like, I love Tessa doing Tessa.
Yeah. 100%.
And we always have that conversation of, we're good. We're going, and I always know what's going on with you. Yeah. And I always know if you don't text me like, I'm dying, I need you, you're having a me moment.
Yeah.
And I do catch up with you on Instagram because, like, I know if you want to talk, you'll pick up the fucking phone.
100%.
Like, you're very self-reliant.
I really am. And I haven't, and I think a part of when I mentioned earlier, like I'm enjoying my loneliness right now.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying myself right now. There's been, I used to seek validation and approval from a lot of my life's decisions. And I leaned on, my closest friends. I mean, Jules been there with me a couple of times too. And this time around, I don't really have the energy to explain decisions that I've made. I'm just telling decisions that I've made, but I want zero feedback on decisions that I've made. I'm making them because I am firm in them and I know myself enough that these are the decisions that I need to make. And I don't want to be held responsible for my snapback on somebody's opinion of my life, because the one thing that I have always done as a friend is I have never, ever judged other people's decisions. I am fully supportive, even if I do not agree with the decision. I am fully supportive of them being them.
My eye is having a total twitch attack.
She's like, oh, really? You've never judged somebody?
Don't take my twitching.
I haven't even judged Jules. And I know there's people out there who know us personally that think that there's possibilities that I could. But no, I am actually overly supportive of everything that she has ever decided because it does not impact my daily life. And we had a very intense conversation a couple months ago with both of us doing things in our friendship, not against each other, but making decisions for ourselves where we had to have a moment of, as long as it doesn't impact us, go do what you need to do to be happy. And I think after that conversation, there was a lot of, you can't control what other people do, and you can't, if you have so much frustration in what other people's decisions are and don't agree with them, and you actually physically or emotionally get upset about it, like, that's on you, bruh. Like, let it go. It's not your day-to-day life. And I've always lived from your life is way too short. And I think it's because, again, I've grown up with a lot of death in my life, that I don't have more than one conversation. I don't see the point. Like, you've shown your true colors. I give everyone the benefit of the doubt once. If you do it again, that's just who you are. And like, if it's not, maybe you're just going through a hard time. I've gone full circle with quite a bit of my closest people. But when you're new in my life and you show a pattern right off the bat, like, I don't go backwards. I'm not a backtracker.
Yeah.
At all.
I don't know, like, when it comes to like new people in my life, I haven't met any new people where I've just been like, oh my God, I'll make time for you. I can't even make time for myself. Half the time I'm out of a suitcase. Well, I don't live in a suitcase anymore because I have rolling racks officially. But like, even like last night, I'm in Miami for 24 hours and like not even 12 hours.
Don't tell anybody.
I didn't tell anybody, one. And two, I don't even have room on my bed to sleep. Like, I literally moved everything and it was just like me and Charlie in like a little corner of the bed. Like, that's what I'm doing like right now. Like, my life is
Well, and I think too, even from a like working out perspective, like I took like a month off of going to Pilates, and now I've been going back, and I haven't really been telling anybody because I don't want to make it a thing. Like, I have no problem. Like, this is where I'll be. I met a girl.
Oh, I did that
last weekend in Delray, and she's super cute. She literally looks just like Brittany Snow, and she is like so hot. And I was like, oh my gosh, can we be hunting wives together? I was like, I'll get a wig. She's so hot. Anyway, her and I have been texting back and forth, trying to figure out a time to meet up. But she's up in Boca, and I'm obviously still in Fort Lauderdale. And I was like, listen. I will be at the studio in class on Saturdays and Sundays. But other than that, like, my week, I'm not coming up north just to come up north. Like, if I'm going up north, I'm going to Pilates.
Yeah, it's just
so
a lot.
I told her, I said, but that inviting somebody to a workout class, love. Do I want to go actually sit with somebody at dinner? No. I went to Akira back the other night, and I had the best time with myself, talking with everybody, like eating my food slowly. And like, I just was like, this is the fucking life.
Yeah.
Like, no one that you have to be like, okay, forced conversation. Like, no, get away from me. I want to eat my fucking tuna truffle pizza by myself. By myself. Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is about friends, not about me being on my own solo island right now.
Oh,
my gosh,
fine.
I really
That's
have a
great.
lot to say today.
Friend of one. So to round it off like this, because it's a short
Very
article.
quick, yeah.
What actually saves a friendship through change? The friendships that survive one or both women or a group, let's just say, evolving share one uncommon quality. They were never actually built on sameness. They were built on genuine curiosity about each other as individuals.
That's us for sure.
Yeah. These are the friends who ask questions instead of making comparisons, who can celebrate your promotion without mentally auditing their own career, who have a strong enough sense of self that your growth doesn't threaten theirs.
Yeah.
This kind of friendship is rarer than we're told it should be. I don't think so, because that's how all my friendships are.
That's how you are with your friends.
Like, I have never, ever, like, thought if my friend got the promotion or this or that, like, I immediately go into, like, what about me? Like, I never think that way.
I don't think that way. In fact, I think we talked about it when you got engaged. It was the first time. It wasn't like, it was more in my mind, like, is that ever going to happen for me? But it's the first time ever. And I mean, how many of my friends are like engaged and have families and got the promotions and everything? Never once have I ever looked at it in a what about me moment.
Yeah.
Until you got engaged. But it was more about like, it made me take a look at my life. And I love my life. But it was the first time that I was like, am I ever actually going to do this? Like,
yeah.
am I going to find somebody? Especially the more comfortable I get with myself, it's, my gosh.
It's hard.
I also think, too, based on what the article just said, women naturally are pitted against each other because we're pitted against everything in life.
Mm-hmm.
We're constantly told how to protect ourselves. We're constantly told what we have to do to get ahead. And none of that ever involves partnering with other women to go together. I think our generation is the first generation that grew up as catty girls in high school, like the mean girl era.
I was just, just thinking about that.
Yeah. In our 20s, I think more of us explored the opportunity to move different places and see different ways of living.
Mm-hmm.
So we became actually more tolerant of people, where I think the generation right before us maybe stayed home more in their like towns. So I think we went from we judged people in high school to we got bitch slapped in our 20s and like our asses handed to us multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
So many times I would say ignorant comments and people lovingly redirected what I actually meant. And I needed that. Like, I was very sheltered. I grew up in a really small town. But then I think when we got to our 30s, like, we have always only had our friends because the majority of us haven't really been in that relationship. I need to get married. I need to have a husband. I need to have kids.
Yeah.
So, like, we had our friends more during, like, you typically would see people like before us that maybe got married younger and like grew with their significant other, where we really didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, look at all of our friends outside of Karen. And Valeria has been engaged a couple times. Jules was married for a hot second.
Valeria's married too.
Was she married? I
Yeah,
thought she was just engaged.
No, she showed me her wedding
Oh my
video the
gosh.
other day because we
I
were
love
talking
that.
about venues.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I was
stop
like,
it.
that would be weird getting married where you got married.
That would be hysterical. Yeah. Okay. So again,
Yeah.
well, Hallie's never been.
No.
Yeah. So I think even out of I'm not missing any of our like direct ones. Oh, Denai's
been married.
Denai's been married. Yeah. So I think we're just different in like each generation, each 10 years of our lives. We all learn something very different in this millennial capacity, especially when it comes to growth within yourself and not finding someone to complete you. So I think that's also why like it's, you know, it's been harder, but women are also a lot more successful than they used to be. And again, we grew up girl power. Like, that was Spice Girls. Like, we wanted to be able to like support each other. I've never, the people who've ever been in my life that I felt were quote unquote competing with me in any capacity, I saw them immediately and was out of those relationships.
Yeah.
Because you can tell when someone's being genuine about excitement. I mean, we talked about this the other day when Jules called me and she texted me and told me she got engaged, and I called and I was like literally near tears because I was so excited for her. And some other things happened, and there were some other different reactions, not specifically to the engagement, but just in general. And I was like, honestly, if I can be happy for anyone, then anyone can get the fuck over it. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, if I can sit there and support you, like anybody in their life's decisions, because I typically have an opinion about things, but nothing to hold against you.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where I'm like, if I can check my ego for someone's happiness, anyone can. Literally.
Yeah.
That's hard facts right there.
Yeah.
This is a clip.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I can check my ego, ladies and gentlemen, fucking anybody can.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Preach.
I mean, I lost 2 friendships. What was it, 2 years ago? No, a year. Because it was my Tulum birthday.
Yeah.
It was like back to back. So, yeah. I mean,
and
one of them was just like, didn't even talk to me. Because, she took the other friends, whatever canoodling they were doing.
Yeah, but I also think, because I have a little bit more insight to that, I think that misery loves company, and Jules was upgrading her life significantly at the time, and maybe it wasn't in the way that these people saw upgrading happen, but she was figuring it out. She was releasing this girl.
I was releasing the
Kraken. Yeah, like no joke.
I think I knew like I had to get all my partying out of the way because whatever was happening down the road was not that.
Well,
and I took it to the extreme. Like I partied my little Miami party girl ass off.
She really.
Nobody died.
Nobody died. Nobody that we know of.
Nobody died
that we know of.
Yeah.
No, but I really think that says a lot, though. Like when you go through changes as a human, people are going to be on the other end, or they're not. And I think that really shed light into.
But listen, that text message saying like, you changed, you've done this, you've done that, and I don't align with you anymore. And my response was, okay.
Yeah.
That's not like, I'm sorry you feel that way. I don't see it that way, but I'm sorry that you feel that way, and I apologize. But when you let people, like, I'm not, and just like that, what you said is, I'm not chasing you anymore. Like, if you don't want to be my friend, don't be my friend.
Yeah. You don't,
like, we're not, and that's the adulting. Like, I have other shit to, like, like, I mourned.
Yeah.
And I cried a lot. You were there for, like, the big cry.
Yeah.
And, like, the screaming and the yelling and all that stuff. I had, like, literally a exorcism. But then you just, like, you have to go on.
Well, and I think this ties back to what you were saying earlier. Like, I'm willing to go down to Miami, but you're eventually going to have to come to me. And Jules, I will say, she was very single for 5 years.
Yeah.
And during that singledom, she was me. She would show up. Someone stubbed their toe, and she's like, I'm here with flowers. I'm here with alcohol. And in the last year, and I love how much you've grown as a human. Like, and I tell her that all the time. But when you go from that to leaning on other people, not for validation of your decisions, but for bouncing off the decision and making sure that they also agree with it.
What's triangulation, my therapist says.
Yeah. And I think in these 2 specific instances, she was always showing up. She was always there. And then she got a life. And then they were trying to find every reason why this new life of hers was not who she was. And that's not what it was at all, because they were solely focused on this one aspect of who she was as a friend, who always showed up, who was always there, who would always stay out and, be there for you in a heartbeat. But then she got her own life and had to figure out who she actually wanted to show up as a person. And if you can't go with someone through those waves in life, like, you don't deserve to be their friend anyway or part of their life. Like, people change. Traumatic things happen. You could have the best friend who has this so hardcore on one moral ground today, and then something happens in their life 20 minutes later that changes their entire perspective.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to ebb and flow with that. Jules and I also have different beliefs in some areas of our life, specifically political, and not from I want us to stay like on track here, but the point is we have differences, but we talk about our differences and we allow each other to have those differences.
Yeah.
And if you can't do that with people in your life, of course your friendships are going to end. But I don't think that I'm just the person who I've been through so many different walks of life myself with people that I've been friends with since I was in middle. I just came back from a trip with my 2 high school best friends, and we had the best fucking time. Okay. It was a rainbow.
I mean, who doesn't have fun at the Ritz-Carlton in Dallas?
Oh my gosh, yes. Sam, thank you again. First of all, I can talk about it now, but her husband did a whole fucking itinerary for us. Took care of everything. So we didn't have to worry about anything. But the 3 of us, all very different places in our lives right now, I mean, it was a roller coaster of emotions all weekend. One minute we would all be happy. The next minute somebody would be crying. And, we've been friends since we were best friends since we were 15, 16 years old.
Oh, wow.
So we've been through it. And it was so nice unplugging for a full 48 hours for all 3 of us where somebody wasn't needing something from us. And on top of it, that we could literally show that roller coaster of emotions. And at the end of the trip, we just loved each other more. There's very few people you can do that in your life where you can be erratic and psychotic almost in your behavior. Yeah. And at the end of it, you're just like, oh my God, I had the best time.
I just had a conversation with a really, really good friend of mine, like a lifer.
Yeah.
And she goes, I stopped drinking. And I was like, I love that for you.
Yeah.
And she was like, I don't know what that looks like for me in terms of my friendships. Not you, but she was like, I don't go out the same way. I don't do this the same way. And I was like, you know what? That's fine. And that's great. You will figure it out. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean and I was like, well, thank you for telling me, because obviously I won't expect you to go out in certain capacities. Yeah. And then we'll just do other things. We'll pivot and we'll do more outside active stuff. And I have a lot of friends that don't drink.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's the end of the friendship, because I do happen to like a cocktail every once in a while.
Yeah.
I don't have to drink all the time. I'm drinking water right now.
100%. Not even that.
But it was an open dialogue. She was like, listen, if I don't go to something of yours, it just means that right now I just don't feel comfortable in being in those situations, and I don't know how to maneuver right now. It's fairly new. And I was like, you know what? I respect you for it, and thank you for telling me. And I don't think a certain way.
No, and you've got
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, and you've got to protect yourself in those situations. And being our age, going from how much we've partied over the last 20 years, even in our teenage
God
years.
Bless.
Yeah, seriously. It's funny when they say millennials are getting younger looking, even though they're getting older, because to be fair, we lived on cigarettes and alcohol and coffee and burritos. I am shocked. And we didn't sleep.
Yeah.
And I think I partied out too. I like a good...
I love a good dinner, and I love a good lounge, and I love a good live band. Those are... And I will honestly say, when it gets past 9 p.m., I'm like, no, you're lucky if I'm putting on makeup and actually taking a shower. And I love a good day party.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's what it is. I'm all for a good brunch or lunch moment, but I want to be... Especially on a weekend, I don't want to be out late on Sundays.
I don't want to be hungover anymore. I this dinner I'm going to on Saturday, 7:15.
Yeah.
I was like, sun's still gonna be out. We're gonna have a great dinner, and then I'm gonna finish the Knicks game, and we're gonna go to bed.
Dude, sign me up for that senior special. Not even gonna lie. Okay, it used to be the kids menu. Now give me that senior special. I don't
Yes.
even care. Like, no. Like,
I get it.
yeah.
I get it.
We are, and it's so interesting. Like, we still love, but we do a lot of really, I feel like I've done a lot of really cool events this year. I've done a lot of really cool experiences this year.
Experiences.
Yeah. 100%. But, you know,
We're fucking going to Evanescence on Thursday.
oh, shit.
You better fucking go.
Wait, this Thursday?
Yes. You're in town, aren't you?
Yeah. Fuck, I forgot. Oh my God. I thought we had something this week.
Yeah, we're seeing Evanescence on Thursday, 7:30 p.m.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to Evan. Oh my
Oh my God, I would literally kill you.
You would kill me.
If
No,
I text you, I'm like, where are you? I'm like, what are you talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, yeah, let's make sure I get those details today. Anyway, I think the biggest thing here is, yes, friendships ebb and flow. It's like that. What's that saying where some people are here for a moment, some people are here for a season, some here for a lifetime, right?
Yeah.
Like, my biggest thing when it comes to any type of relationship in my life, whether it's romantic, family, or friendship, does not matter. If I feel like I am only giving and giving and giving and initiating and initiating and initiating, I just don't anymore.
Well, you're gonna be tapped out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, it happens where it slowly falls off, but I'm pretty sure every person that I've stopped being friends with that was like, quote unquote, a good friend in my life, like, we had a pretty
Good run.
transparent conversation.
Oh.
Like, there's no one out there who's like, she just stopped being friends with me. No, you know what you did. And I know what I did. This is not just you, it's me too.
Accountability goes both ways for
But,
sure.
100%.
Yeah.
And I changed and you changed, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, to do all the things, okay? Fucking get rid of people in your life, keep people in your life.
Yeah. It doesn't
Upgrade.
matter. I mean, adulting is literally
Yeah.
changing, and you're allowed to change and evolve into the person that you're always meant to be.
Yeah.
But your lifers are going to evolve with you. It's just like
100%.
dating in real life. You're dating your best friends.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
If not more. And also, don't have so many like real unrealistic expectations of somebody. Have them for yourself instead.
yeah.
And you'll never get upset about somebody else's
love
decisions.
that.
Yeah.
You always say, look at that.
I know.
Love you.
Love you. Carpe
Carpe
diem, bitches.
Did you get that from somewhere? God, your brain?
No, it's my brain is on.
God, so good.
It's on fleek.
Thank you for watching this episode of Karaoke Wine. Please like and subscribe. Here are 2 videos that we referenced in the episode. Enjoy.